needed, it leaves much to mind me. Just this old guitar and empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went playing me soon. So I must have thought it was quite a joke, but he got a laugh. Some lots of folks seems I have to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy laugh and I busted head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. So I grew up quick, I grew up mean, my fists got hard, my wits got keen, I roamed from town to hide my shame. So I made me a vow to the moon and stars and searched the honky tonks and bars to kill that man that gave me that awful name. It was Gatlinburg in mid-July and I just hit town, my throat gone dry and I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. In an old saloon on the street of mud, there at the table, Dean and Studs at the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew his scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bad and grey and old, and I looked at him, my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you're gonna die." So I hit him hard right between the eyes and he went down, but to my surprise he come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. So I busted a chair right across his teeth and we crashed to the wall and into the street, kicking in the guts of the mud and the blood of the deer. I tell you I fought tougher man, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Then I heard him laugh and I heard him cuss and he went to his gun, but I pulled mine first and he stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. Said, "Son, this world is rough and it's men gonna make it, it's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helps to make you strong. Said, "No, you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you get the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame me if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in the guts and the spit in the eye, cause I'm the son of the bitch that named you Sue." I got all choked up and threw down my gun and I called him my pa and he called me son, and I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George or Robert or Paul or anything but Sue. I still hate that name. All right.